What is happening, YouTube? Thank you for watching the Duranify channel. This video is about the Hubsan Zino flying over the Gulf of Mexico. Raw footage. I'm not going to edit it, but I am going to do a vlogging style conversation with you guys. Let me know if you guys like that. I want to get your feedback. See if you like that kind of video. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Okay, so let's get started with the video. You see the Zino's taking off, and we're spinning around, and we are actually gonna cruise out here into the Gulf of Mexico. And you see the Hubcats on the left, and then I am gonna go after this sailboat, which is a catamaran. And this catamaran is actually right at the edge of the range of the Hubsan Zino. So this video is a raw video. I'm just doing a vlog on top of it. So let me know if you guys like this style of vlogging. And there's a paddle boarder. And let me know if you guys enjoy this type of videos, or I talk about what I'm doing. All right, let's get back to the video. Here we go. So we see kayakers and paddle boarders, and we see the beautiful clouds, and the conditions are perfect. You'll see the reflection of the clouds, and then we have another paddle boarder right in front of us. So it's a target-rich scenery today, and one of the things that I'm worried about as I'm cruising out here is the fact that the Zino is right. It doesn't have the range, right? So we have a kilometer restriction, and this boat is right on the edge of that. So one of the things that I'm worried about is that I'll get here, and then the Zino will do RTH, and I'll spin around, and I'll lose the shot. So I'm trying to be careful, and I'm monitoring my distance carefully, and right about here I'm looking about 900 meters already, so I'm about 3,000 feet and about now, and it's looking really nice, but I'm worried about the Zino turning around and coming back, because it'll disconnect and it'll just come on back. I wish it would take that limit off so we could fly further. I know this thing could handle further distances, and I wish it would just take that restriction off. I know it's a firmware restriction. You can see right there, RTH, and luckily I caught it quick enough, and I boarded the RTH, but then I disconnected and then did another RTH, and I ruined the shot, right? Even though this shot is pretty cool looking too. I mean, we're looking at the coastline of Marco Island, and it's beautiful. And that's the Gulf water, is looking sweet. And now is raising up to 240 feet, because that's what I've set it to when the RTH is home. Just in case it goes over one of these builders or something like that. It has enough height to get over the building. So here we are, finally got this thing to connect again, and I boarded the RTH, and now I'm pointing the camera down at the sailboat, which happens to be a catamaran, and I'm lucky because the catamaran is sailing my way, so it makes it easier for me to track this guy, right? So what I want to do at this point in time is lower the altitude, raise the camera, and get the coastline in the composition, so it'll be more interesting, visually stimulating, right? And you can see that I'm trying to get it lined up right now. And there's the coastline on the left, and there's the sailboat right in the middle. So I'm still trying to drop the altitude so I can get everything in the thirds, right? So I can get the horizon on the top third, and then get the sailboat in one of the thirds, most likely the one on the right. And that's what my goal is. So that way you have a very visually pleasing scene. And you can see that I'm working really hard to get there. It's just that I have to be really careful with the Zino because I will disconnect. So I'm now about 800 meters away, so it makes it easy for me to track this guy. So now all I have to worry about is flying backwards and keeping it steady, right? Trying to keep everything in the thirds. And one of the lucky things about the day I was flying, it was about 8:20 in the morning. Now you see the shadows on the right side of the boat, but we also see bunch of paddleboarders and kayakers. So right there you can see the shadow from the sail, right? So one of the things that I don't want to do is spin the Zino pointing right straight at the sun, so I get the sun flares, and then sometimes they're cool, but in this particular instance it would bounce off the water and just kind of ruin the shot, right? The exposure would change, and then the paddleboarders still paddling, and you know, so there's a lot of stuff going on in my mind trying to get the shot to work. So I have a lot of things going for me. I have really beautiful conditions. There's hardly any wind, and the sailboat's coming in my direction, so that is perfect. So as you can see, the sailboat's not traveling very fast because there's not that windy. It was probably a good steady 5 mile-an-hour wind that day. But now we see, you know, the paddleboarders and the kayakers, and the kayak waves at the captain, and the captain waves back. So now I'm thinking, okay, now he's coming real close to my location, and I want to do a circle around this sailboat, right? Because I think that would be the coolest shot. But one of the things that I'm worried about is as I circle the sailboat all the way around, the sail will block the signal from the transmitter to the aircraft, and then I would have another disconnect, and then it would ruin the shot. So I finally get the nerve up to try it. Is coming up here, you'll see me drop the altitude, get in front of it, and I'll start, you know, lining up my circle. And of course it's all manual, so here we go. I think I'm getting to a point now that I feel comfortable, and I'm gonna just let it sail right in front of me. It's such a cool, easy scene, right? I mean, I'd love to be on that boat right now, right? It'd be so calm and pleasing. So here we are. We're just gonna track it sideways, and then I'm still thinking, how am I going to pull this off? Am I going to go behind the boat, or am I going to run in front of the boat? And I finally decide that I think it's better to do the circle mode around the front, because then I can get the Zino to come around the other side of the sails without losing that signal. So those are the things that are going through my mind, trying to figure this thing out, make sure, you know, everything's cool. And then the other thing I want to do is try to get that coastline back into the picture. And I'm lucky coming up that I know that there's this tour boat. There it is. There's this tour boat that goes out and runs around in the back islands back around the corner that does dolphin watch, and the dolphins love it back in there, right? Because there's a lot of fish, and it's calm, and there's a lot of places they can explore. So it's like a kid's playground for the dolphins, right? So there goes the boat with probably about 20-30 people, and I lined this shot up to just do a 2 or 3 second shot where the boat hides behind the sail, and then I spin it around to give you that cinematic look, right? And that's the shot. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it going here and do a circle, manual circle around this boat. Excuse me. And here we go. I'm getting ready to, I got everything lined up, and let it rip. Here we go. And I'm worried I'm gonna do it too slow and be in front of the boat and lose the signal, so I jumped on the throttle and on the yaw and did that. Not bad. It could have been better, but I finished it with a really nice view of the coastline, right? I got the boat in its third, I got the horizon almost in its third, and this is the scene. Okay, so now I'm running out of batteries. So that's the other limitation we have with the Zino, is the flight time. You know, we hit that 15-minute mark and you have to start thinking about getting back, because I have RTH set to 20%. But yeah, this scene here is really cool. This is where I wanted to get it, right on the thirds, everything working just right, and then the horizon's messed up on it. But it's still really cool looking, right? I mean, if I hadn't mentioned it, maybe you hadn't noticed. One of the tricks to get the horizon back is yaw the opposite direction, but that kind of goofs up the shot, as you can see. So I want to line up the finishing ending scene here by lowering the drone and pulling away from it. But before I do that, I was wishing that I had 10 more minutes on this battery, because in the horizon you see 5 dots. Those are jet skis that are going to go do this eco tour back around the corner where those islands are. And I didn't get the chance to do it because the limitation was Zino. Okay, now I'm getting ready to line this thing up and finish it up. So I'm going to get close, drop the altitude, and then I'm going to pull it back, right? And up, the classic reveal backwards, right? And here it goes. And then you can see the 5 jet skis going out to do their tour. All right, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this video. Do you like it? Do you want to see more of it? What can we change to make it better? But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me this long. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Oh yeah, right there at RTH at 20%, and I'm like, oh, it goofed up my shot again. And I tried again, right? But, oh well, this is not bad. So those are the limitations of Zino under the conditions I was working with. And I just wanted to talk through those limitations with you guys. So please let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button. Support the channel, man. I appreciate that. Alright, don't forget the notification bell. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great day. Check out this place, man. It is so nice. Alright, get on one of those jet skis and just take off. Of course, you got to put the credit card down. Thanks again for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, the Zino dancing again before it lands. It's got like a wild little horse you gotta jump on, right? And then finally get it right over the pad and land it. There it is. Bring on the summertime. Summertime.